Hello, Internet. I'm back with the next piece of Devastator. This is Long Haul. I kept trying to call him Heavy Load. I don't know why. Heavy Load's like, he's a dump truck, and admittedly, Heavy Load's a good name for a dump truck, but it's the dump truck from Robots in Disguise, not Devastator. So, yeah, anyway, this is Long Haul. He's a big, chunky dump truck, as mentioned. Unfortunately, you can't really do anything with the dump truck bed. Like this, it doesn't move on its own backward. It can kind of move forward just to do a transformation, but nothing backward. So it does roll though. He does have nice rolling wheels. He does have that going for him. Like the others, a whole lot of the green. He's got silver down here and these purple bits, which are actually his robot mode hands, arms. He does have purple windshield paint and a Decepticon symbol up front, and then silver and black up here. But it's not, dire, but it is a lot of, all of them are a lot of this yellow. Yeah, aside from rolling, looks pretty nice. Kind of weird from back here because this is like, these are obviously his legs. The police were not after me, I swear. The only other notable thing is you'll notice you got ports right here, some stuff right here, these things. These are all actually for weapon storage. So I'm just going to go ahead and show off the rest of the accessories as I drop one of them. You have these two missile pods, which will become Devastator's hands. They have little fold-out pegs right here, and these can just peg in like this. And if you just want to leave it like this, you then have a dump truck with missile launchers on it, which is admittedly pretty ridiculous and cool. You have these two bits, which actually they combine to form Devastator's rifle. I'll show that off. Spoilers, that's Devastator's gun, but separate them, they are two separate guns. This is what one of the individual rods would hold, while this is Devastator's grip. But they can actually slot in. This one slots in right here. You'll notice there's a hole right here that just slots into this. And then, boom, he's now hauling all of their weapons. Unfortunately, there is one more peg hole up front, so you could do one of the remaining three things. This one probably is the least stupid, because then you have 4 mounted cannons. And actually, I guess if you want, you could... yeah, actually, I guess... No, it wouldn't fit. I was thinking if you could just form the chest plate and peg up here, but I don't think it would fit quite right. But, let's try it real quick. Give you a little preview of what Devastator transforms like. Okay, so I guess you can. So yes, if you want to have him haul everything, it looks fairly stupid, but he can do it. But yeah, take all this stuff off transformation. And I think... I guess you could also have these peg in here if you like. So you can peg them like... Well, nah, that doesn't work too right. Okay. So I don't know what this is for then. If anybody knows, let me know. But I'm not quite sure what this back piece is for. Anyway. Yeah. He's not a bad vehicle mode, but it's remarkable. Aside from the hauling stuff. But I do like the size. Like, you grab... Here's Scrapper. This is him next to Scrapper. He is very big and chunky. So, now we shall get to the transformation, which is fairly simple. But here we go. Okay, so to transform Long Haul, just basically pop this. Like I said, this entire piece moves and comes loose. So, yeah, you can see it like this. Like, it moves back this way, but once it's attached, there's no way to get it to dump. Anyway, you unpeg the arms from here on the side, and you one of those things where I have to move the camera. Tab. You'll notice there's a little slot here that pegs into this. There are his arms. Next, you pull this loose. You rotate the entire waist. You will note it is a very clicky waist. Click out the hips a bit. Pull these out for his feet. And peg them back in. Then finally, just flip up his head. Bring this around. Peg it in. And then you make sure the back. There's a tab right here that goes in right here. You just make sure that's lined up properly. And here you have, straight, the completed heavy load. So once transformed, you got the black and silver and the Decepticon symbol up front and center with the silver head and the red visor. Nice head. Looks pretty much like what his head looked like. I also noticed the black smokestack right there, which is actually functionally useless when it's when he's transformed, but whatever. Yeah, the thing to notice is he's very chunky. Like I said, I like to call him Cartman. And I just picture him kind of waddling around talking Cartman's voice because it amuses me, and I'm mature. But yeah, he's very stocky. A lot of this is because of he forms the main body of Devastator, so he's got to be kind of huge. I like this. This goes pretty close to his back. It's not like hanging off like the cement mixer butt that Mixmaster had. But he's got issues. Articulation wise, the head goes side to side. There's no real back and forward movement. But the shoulder can do this. Not too much, though. If you wanted, you could unpeg it a little and get a little bit more out of it. Rotation wise, it can go all the way around. Again, much like Scrapper, he has no elbow. He just does this. That is something the Japanese version's fixing in some way. I'm not exactly sure how, but we'll see. This one bugs me a bit more because it's not like a stability thing. I think they could have engineered this to have a bend. And no waist, or wrist, I should say. Just straight. Yeah, just straight fist. There is a waist rotation, though, as you notice from his transformation. It is extremely clicky. I will note when he's transformed, you'd have to unpeg the back to get more than one click. So the hips are pretty good. Can't really go back. Well, kind of go back, but again, this blocks it. So if you'd have to unpeg the dump truck bed and then flip this up to actually get backward motion. I just spoiled the fact he has a knee joint. But when it's all together, he can go forward pretty well. And again, these joints extremely clicky because they are Devastator's legs as well. Got rotation there. You have the thigh joint, or elbow, knee. I know how anatomy works, I promise. You have the knee joint that I showed off before, and then you have, if you want to spread his legs a bit, the ankles can kind of flip in a bit just to get him keep his feet flat. Yeah, he's tied for the worst in my opinion as far as individual modes go. I appreciate the chunkiness of the dump truck, but I don't know, the robot mode doesn't do much for me. Like, he is very, very fat. And that's not like a slight against fat people. I'm fat too, but like, I don't know. He's just, it doesn't work for me. Like I said, I look at this guy, I'm like, I'm just picturing him in Cartman's voice now. He's pretty tall though, so for size comparisons, I think I was wrong about Mixmaster. I actually compare. Yeah. Um, yeah, this guy's taller than Mixmaster, so he is in fact the tallest of the Constructicons, with a height. Let's see, we will say. I'm gonna say like 8 inches, like just a smidge below 8 inches as far as the um like dump truck bed goes. A little bit less with the head, but still pretty tall. For a more nominal comparison, here he is with Alpha Bravo again. So much larger than Alpha Bravo. And I do just have him laying around. Prowl again. So yeah, he's pretty beefy. And like I said, I appreciate the beef, and I think I would like him better if these arms just didn't seem so kind of scrawny. Like the legs, I think I'm okay with. Like the legs look like armored, but these arms just look really scrawny, and it's not even the lack of elbow movement, but they're like if they're bulkier and yeah, if they're bulkier down here, I think I would like them better. But, yeah, he's like I said, he's the main body, so he's got to be big. Anyway, that will be all for long haul. And I apologize if I called him heavy load. I don't know why I do that. I don't even like robot disguise that much. Anyway, next we will probably be moving on to one of the arms. I'll say Bone Crusher. So until then, go dump.